Well, good afternoon and welcome to Pineview High School for 4A playoff baseball. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster here. And let the playoffs begin. The Pineview Panthers 12-11-1 taking on the Hurricane Tigers. Just 6 wins for the Tigers this year. But all that resets as it's the playoffs. Both teams 0-0. And game 1 of the best-of-3 series, Caden, here we go, and we want to welcome everybody in. This is our Boulevard home game of the week.
It is indeed. The playoffs are upon us, and oddly enough, we're seeing 2 teams that just matched up together in the last few games of the actual season. So Pineview Hurricane, they're very familiar with each other after the last few weeks. So this is 3 in a row for them. They're going to make it 4 in a row with the games, of course, tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep, today, 4 o'clock game. We're going to throw out the first pitch here in a moment. Umpires and teams are just finishing up their warm-ups, and we're getting set to go. This is the pregame show presented by Bucks Ace Hardware, built by Bucks Ace Hardware, and stop by for all your lawn and garden needs. We're going to get to the keys to the game. We're going to pick our Finley superstar of the game. We'll get you the starting lineup, so we're going to get set to go. Going to be fun here. Beautiful day, about 86 degrees. Just a light breeze blowing out here. It's a great day for some ball and stick at the yard. 4 teams have byes. Desert Hills, Dixie, Crimson, and Snow Canyon all have byes. Cedar is in action, and then these 2 in a Region 9 rematch. We're going to take a quick break for our anthem, come back and dive into the Bucks Ace Hardware pregame show live on the Fan Sports Network.
Need an appliance or 2? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 13 years of local experience. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks Ace stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Coral Canyon Golf Course, and City of St. George Recreation.
Welcome back here to Pineview High School. Playoff baseball. Playoffs? Yes, sir. Yes, please. And for a lot of our Region 9 teams, they don't have to leave St. George. Man, oh man, with the state tournament being at Brewster's Field, a lot of teams hoping to punch their ticket to the bracket portion of the postseason. And we are ready for some baseball. And let's get this scheduled 7-inning game going here inside the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Caden, it's always fun, preseason, regular season, but there's nothing like the playoffs. And a best-of-3 series. I love what the state's done the last couple years in baseball. Anybody can throw their best pitcher, but can you win a best-of-3 series? And this gives a team like Hurricane, who didn't win a region game, some life to try to get things turned around. And boy, oh boy, they'll try to pull the upset in game 1 here tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, you're looking to switch around the whole season when you're in the playoffs. In some ways, the rest of the season doesn't matter once the playoffs started. You can still work your way through. So that's what Hurricane's looking to do here this afternoon, is just try to capitalize on the fact that they know this team really well now after playing a few games in a row over the course of the last few weeks. So they're going to try to come into this one and maybe try to create a little bit of magic here at the Panthers baseball field. But, of course, the Panthers looking to protect home turf as well. They come in the higher-ranked team, and they come in the higher-ranked team for a reason, right? They are a pretty solid program here. And, you know, maybe they're a little lower on the totem pole in Region 9, but Region 9 is so tough. Pineview being lower in Region 9, they're still one of the better teams in the state.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Everbowl. It's where St. George gets their superfood fix in the Red Rock Commons. For Hurricane, they got to find some offensive production. Just scored 4 runs in the 2 losses last week. They got to capitalize on their scoring opportunities, and they've got to get off to a better start. Pineview, got to be consistent, play to their strengths, maybe a little power alley, and then power hitters, man, got to come through in clutch situations. Those are your Everbowl keys to the game. We are underway. Tristan Sylvester on the bump. Let's take a look at the starting lineup here today as well, and it is Mr. Tristan Sylvester. They'll counter with Lincoln Lofthouse, and this is Bryson McCauley, the right fielder, leading things off here. And we'll get you the rest of the starting lineup as we get going here. Starting lineup brought to you by Sport Court of Southern Utah. They're giving away a $5,000 scholarship. And there's a swing, and McCauley's going to pull this one. It's twisting, and it's a fabulous Freddie's foul ball down the right field line. Sport Court starting lineup. Get the home court advantage. Turn your backyard into family fun. SportCourtOfSouthernUtah.com. If you want more information or you want to apply for a $5,000 scholarship, we're going to get a link up on the website on the fansportsnetwork.com where you can nominate your student athletes for the next couple of weeks before graduation, or you can email office.sportcourt@gmail.com. And that pitch missing, and 0-2 the count, or excuse me, 1-2 the count. I can't see that scoreboard out there, Caden. The sun and the glare.
1-2 the count.
Yep. Light. They wanted to move this game to 7 o'clock to accommodate more fans, but with the sun, you would have probably had to start it at probably more like 8 o'clock, so the outfield had a chance. Slow roller to shortstop. 6-3, the put out there. Beautiful job coming up there from the shortstop position, and a beautiful throw across the diamond for the out.
Great play, a little hopper rolling over to the left side of the field. Just one of those, that's kind of a routine ground ball in a way as well. So good first out of the inning and first out of the game for the Pineview Panthers.
Defensively behind Sylvester, Johnson's at third. DeWitt just made that play. He's at short. Millen at second. Chase is at first. Cisneros behind the plate. Left field, Hunton left. Goodman in center, and Porter Campbell out in right field. This is Zapata batting second in the Tiger lineup for Steve Pearson. Chopper to second, and that'll be Millen. Millen, easy play, and the throw in time, and 1 pitch, 1 out. And now 2 down in the inning, both ground outs for the Tigers offensively.
Yep, exactly what they needed to cook up here to get themselves in a position where they can go into the bottom of the first inning with very minimal damage done, especially when you start looking at the pitching count. That's what's going to be really important, especially through the playoffs.
Sylvester working quickly. Tristan Sylvester had an unbelievable season last year. Really burst on the scene, was a bright young arm, struggled early in the year. Seems like he's starting to regain his form, had a really good start, won that matchup last week. Coach Kyler Walker gives him the ball again today. I was talking with Coach Walker on my show this morning, our Coral Canyon Coaches Comments. He said really excited to give him the ball again tonight. And he said he didn't commit to a pitcher tomorrow. He was going to see how today played out and then decide tomorrow based on the outcome today. So we don't know necessarily who the Panthers have in line to start tomorrow. All Coach Walker was concerned with was taking it 1 pitch, 1 game at a time. A swing and a drive into center field, not hit deeply. Kobe Gooden camping underneath it, webs it into the glove for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Good start for Sylvester on the bump. No score here, half an inning in our Boulevard home game of the week. It's playoff baseball. Panthers will send up their 1, 2, 3 hitters when we come back live on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Today's game is brought to you by Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Bucks Ace Hardware, Dealer Collision, and Finley Subaru.
Welcome back, everybody. One thing we always like to do before or early in a broadcast, pick a Finley Subaru Star Watch player. And Caden, I'll give you the honors tonight. Give me a guy you're really excited to see for the Tigers and the Panthers tonight that could potentially be the Finley Subaru star of the game in the postgame show.
Yeah, I think there's a few options you can go with here. I think, I kind of want to see who's getting it done at the plate for the Panthers. Maybe J.J. Johnson here as our Finley Subaru star watch for the Panthers. He's always got a pretty decent bat on him. So we'll go there. For the Tigers, it really, for me, is the pitching. I want to see Lincoln Lofthouse get it done on the mound here this afternoon.
Looking at Lofthouse, it's not Raditz. He's the other arm. They'll probably save Raditz for tomorrow. Lofthouse is a lefty. Bryce McCauley on the mound.
McCauley on the mound
senior,
today. There you go.
Not Raditz. 3.4 ERA for Bryce McCauley, and 8 appearances this year. A 2-0 record. Doesn't have a win in region, though. Obviously, the Tigers didn't get one either. Nice off-speed pitch. Stays away, and a called strike. Looks like, I think that's Jason Estridge, our home plate umpire for today's game, behind the dish. McCauley ready. 0-2 quickly. And the windup and the pitch to Cisneros. Chopper to short. Actually stepped in front there over at third. That's Staley. Staley the throw across the diamond in time for out number 1.
Yeah, good play there. And I like it when the third baseman comes over on that because his momentum is already moving towards first. It's not going to be like the shortstop coming in one way to then backtrack to first. It's a better play there for the third baseman to get the out. Defense
behind Bryce McCauley. Staley at third. Nolan is the shortstop. Zapata's at second. Raditz over at first. Gonzalez behind the dish. Matsuoko in left. Selby in center. And Lofthouse is in right. And here is Porter Campbell. Porter Campbell ready to go. Swinging the lumber. 0-1 pitch. Outside. 2-0 quickly. Good eye by Campbell. That breaking ball stays away. Just a sophomore. Porter Campbell hitting .279 coming into the playoffs today for the Pineview Panthers and Coach Walker. And that looked like a fastball that just stayed outside. 3-0 the count. So McCauley. Probably got to throw a strike here. You got to assume Campbell taking all the way, and he does right down Broadway, 3-1.
Yeah, expect that on a 3-0 all day long. But this is a good at-bat right now for Cash where he's been able to see 3 go across.
McCauley challenges another fastball, fouled straight back. A fabulous Freddie's foul ball off the bat of Campbell, and now it's 3-2, full count.
See, and this is where I like seeing what McCauley's doing on the mound where he knows, hey, I got to pitch to contact now. 3 balls, I can't let anything go by. It was a good chop.
And the payoff pitch, breaking ball. Campbell stays back and then fights it off. Pineview won 3-1 back on the 23rd of April. And then on the 25th, Pineview at home on senior night wins 7-4 in front of a big crowd honoring the seniors. There's a shot and a dirty bomb into left field. That drops softly for a base hit off the bat of Porter Campbell. And the first hit of the game goes to the leadoff, or the number 2 hitter, for the Pineview Panthers.
Yeah, it was a good hit getting into a good zone there where he can get on base. And hopefully for the Pineview Panthers right now, their goal, obviously, is just to continue to send these runs around the bags and try to get some runs here in the first.
McCauley ready to go. He's got that left hand with the ball behind his back. Now he gloves it, comes set. The knee kick, the wind up, the pitch high, ball 1. I understand we're having a little bit of in and out here. Check our internet connection. Hopefully you've got us on the radio and on the World Wide Web coming at you on the live stream for this scheduled 7-inning baseball game presented by the Boulevard. And Daxton Millen, high fly ball into left field, hanging, and finally caught out there in left by Matsuoka, and 2 away.
It was a good hit, good contact. It just didn't settle into a good spot for him, but again, a better play made out there in left field for out number 2.
And Daxton Chase, I think I said Millen, sorry. Dax, I think he kind of knew he didn't get all of that one. You can kind of see the expression as he jogged down to first base. Knew, pop that one up a little bit. Just missed the fat part of the barrel. So 2 down, big old breaking ball that stays high. Ball 1 from McCauley. McCauley, 13th pitch of the game, working here against Kobe Goodman, senior. Kobe, lefty, working against McCauley, a lefty pitcher. And fastball challenge and ripped through the right side. Porter's going to take a big turn and dig for third. And runners will be on second and third as Goodman, using good wheels, gets down to second base. And 2 ducks on the pond after a double by Kobe Goodman.
And we talk about having a really well-placed hit. That's exactly what it was, right? Just sending it between pitcher and second base, rolling into right center field, and then turn it on the Jets as well to turn it into a double. That was some great base running for both of the Panthers that were on the bases.
Kobe Goodman hitting .311, and Porter Campbell hit it into left. Goodman takes that one out into kind of the alleyway in right and shows you the wheels for the senior. And McCauley now with 2 outs, going to give up an intentionally walk here. He's going to walk Johnson. He doesn't want to pitch to JJ.
Well, there's a reason why we had him in our Findlay Subaru Star Watch, right? I mean, this kid's got power. And he's got placement. That's the thing. He just bats so well.
So Johnson, who's hitting .389 with 4 home runs this season, they're going to say, go ahead. Now the bases are loaded. Puts the force on any bag in play. McCauley going to go to work here on Heath. And that first pitch in for a called strike 1. Heath has been kind of in and out of the lineup this year. Hasn't been like an everyday guy. We've seen him, though, the junior, hit .286. He's played in 22 games. He's played a lot. And he's hitting .286. And he's got a chance here to do some damage early on for the Panthers offense at home in this best-of-3 game 1. McCauley, breaking ball. That's just not snapping, is it, Caden?
It's not. It's been staying and hanging really high for the last few times that we've seen him throw that. The thing is, it does have some break on it. He's just got to get it a little lower off the release.
2-1 the count. Pitch count brought to you by Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court. Check out the summer training packages at netsonfire.org.
The last thing that he wants to do here is walk in a run with the bases loaded. 2 outs, 3-1 the count.
McCauley's got to find the zone here. Heath, ready. And the pitch, and lost him upstairs. And the Panthers will take a 1-0 lead as Porter Campbell comes and touches home plate. And the Panthers have the early lead. So much for our Everbowl key to the game for the Tigers, a hot start. It's Pineview that gets the lead early on. And now you've got number 24 for the Pineview Panthers, Millen, ready to go. This is Trayson Millen, .306 hitter, with the bases still juiced.
A little conversation going on at the mound as well. Timeout's brought to you by Udy and Associates. Give Luke Udy a call today. See how much you can save.
Black Desert Championship going on. I'm going to get out there tomorrow, and I'll be out there on Sunday. Have you had a chance to get out to Black Desert yet this week?
No, I have been so busy in other facets of the job. I have yet to get out there. So I would like to. I'd like to see if I can get out there, but we'll see. We'll see what the schedule allows.
No, the nice thing is you got Saturday, Sunday off, so you can get out there. Yeah,
that's exactly right.
Some good rounds today. Some of the players that struggled a little bit trying to make the cut, including Allie Mulhall, the 19-year-old local phenom. She shot 3 under today.
Yeah.
She's even par after the first 2 rounds. The cut right now looks like it's going to be about 2 under, though. So unless the afternoon wave gets in some trouble, looks like she'll just miss the weekend. But still a good performance for her out of St. George, making her debut. Leader is at 12 under right now. And kind of fun to have the LPGA in St. George, Utah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, and it's an exciting time. I know a lot of people were pretty hyped about it when we had the PGA in town, which was a really fun event. And they learned a lot from that event, too, to make this one even better than what the PGA event was like back in October. So they are continually getting better and better at this as time goes on. And it's a pretty fun event out there. If you haven't been out, you got to go check it out.
PGA Tour playing today, too. Scotty Scheffler, 14 under already at the CJ Cup down in Texas.
Wow.
And we'll keep an eye on some of our updates. Two playoff games tonight, one in the NHL, Blues and the Jets, and then one in the NBA, Rockets and Warriors. And a chopper straight back off the bat, and it's a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Still, bases are loaded. Panthers, with the bases loaded, draw the walk. Heath gets an RBI, and he's over there at first. Campbell trots home. Nowhere to put him. McCauley, here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and fooled Millen a little bit, and all he could do was hang back and then fight it off.
And that's one of those where you have to protect the zone when it's 0-2. He could see that it was going to be breaking back in, and I don't mind the swing of the bat there just to protect the plate.
And that one missing.
That's close, though. He's starting to work on this command a little bit more here and really warm up that arm. He's getting right there. He's getting close with it, and this is a good pitcher's count still at 1-2.
And here we go. McCauley. Breaking ball upstairs, fought off down that first base line. Could be fair. Off the top of the fence and couldn't make the catch. So Millen has new life there. It looked like for a second that was going to be a pop-up, but it got on top of the fence, and Tigers couldn't make that play over there at first base.
That's John Raditz over there at first base trying to make the play, but it hit the wall before it could get to the glove. So, and ultimately he didn't catch it anyway. But it's still 1-2.
2 hits, 2 walks so far for the Panthers with 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Payoff pitch coming, and a swing and a miss, and there's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. Millen goes down swinging.
Yeah, that's a great way to close out the inning. You only allowed 1 run to come across, and you leave 3 on.
All right, so after a full inning, Panthers lead 1-0 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Light it up. Region 9 lights, fans, home decor, and so much more. They get 2 hits. And they score 1 run, and they leave 3 on base. No errors in the inning. Panthers will take that 1-0 lead when we come back here live on the Fan Sports Network.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
All right, Zane Staley will step in to lead things off for the Tigers here in the top of the second. Panthers have a 1-0 lead. And first pitch there from Sylvester, just a bit low and outside, ball 1. And chopper, hot shot there, foul. Get out of the way.
Yeah, that's a hot shot indeed, headed right back at the Pineview Panther dugout.
Fresh baseball back to Sylvester. Sylvester Working quickly with nobody on base. Here is the pitch, and the 1-1 pitch gets the umpire. Ooh, he's shaking that one off, taking a little stroll off the mound. Looks like he's in some pain. Did he get him in the hand or the wrist?
I think got him in the hand. Yeah.
Ouch.
Oof, that's not good.
Jason Esther, Tim Welch, took a shot earlier this season, was rattled a little bit. He's going to come check on his partner.
And that was right here.
Yeah, that was. Well, you were here for that game, weren't you kidding? That one just got past the catcher and goes off the home plate umpire's left arm. That'll be a nice little bone bruise tomorrow morning.
Oof, yeah. I was just watching it back on the replay on our stream just to see it. It was just kind of got him straight on.
Ouch. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. Good off-speed pitch there from Sylvester. Fooled him. Zane Staley steadies the bat high and away, and full count. 3-2 here in the top of the second inning. Tigers trailing the Panthers 1-0 in our Boulevard home game of the week. First playoff game of a bunch. We got a bunch coming for you here on the Fan Sports Network. We will have some super regional matchups next week. We'll probably do a game Friday and then a different matchup next Saturday. And then, of course, we will be at Brewster's Field May 12th through the 17th with all of the coverage. Swing and a miss, got him. Another breaking ball, fooling Staley. That's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Sylvester.
Now we saw 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Now facing the fourth batter. Another out. Hurricane yet to get any hits, anybody on base. So they've got to get this offense moving around a little bit.
Sylvester, 17 pitches so far. That's his first K of the game. We'll see what he can do here. Going to work on Selby. And check the numbers on Selby for you this year as he takes that second pitch for a called strike 2. So 0-2 quickly on Selby.
We're starting to see the crowd fill up, too, around here. So that's a good sign, right? When
people got to get off work.
Yeah, when we had that opening pitch, it was a little quiet around here. This one's popped up.
Selby, 278 hitter, and then he flares that one into right field on the run, and that is caught out there by Porter Campbell for out number 2. Kind of caught it right near the line in fair territory.
Yeah, coming over, making the play. Campbell gets there and gets the job done for out number 2.
Tigers, unfortunately, just, no region wins this year. Lost 2 to the Panthers last week. Part of the problem, ERA's up there as a team, but the batting average, just 231. Granted, they play in the toughest 4A region in the state.
They do, yeah.
I wonder if you put Hurricane up in another region, they'd probably be mid-pack, don't you think? And there's a shot down the line, twisting foul. Ooh. Just inches in foul territory. Off the bat of Nolan.
Yeah, that was pushing down the line, as you mentioned, just foul. To continue your thought, though, Devin, you throw them in
the Cache Valley region.
You throw them in a Region 10 or Region 11. Maybe they're a little more competitive. I would probably agree with that. 4
of the top 8 seeds in the 4A bracket are out of Region 9. Of course, you got Bear River, Ridgeline, Timpanogos, and Park City. The other 4 that are in the top 8. Along with Desert Hills 1, Snow Canyon 2, Dixie 6, and Crimson 8. A little bit surprised. I don't know what you thought, but I was a little surprised Crimson fell all the way down to 8. I thought maybe 7 would be more likely, but when they got swept at the end of the season by the Flyers, they fell down a spot or 2.
Well, and Dixie's a good team. I thought that, when you lose to a good team, it's not supposed to change it too much.
Chopper to third, fair territory. Throw across the diamond from Johnson, and tag applied. And Daxton Chase gets out number 3. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. Sylvester looks strong here early on. The Panthers have a 1-0 lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard. They brought some ice out to the home plate umpire. We'll check on him, and we'll see if the Panthers can go tack on some more runs when we come back as we go to the bottom of the second here on the Fan Sports Network.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Fire it up here. Playoff baseball. Bottom of the second inning. Panthers lead 1-0. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Eminem, Monica McLaughlin working the camera. Nate Nelson back in the Finley studios. And a chopper out there to the pitcher. McCauley goes and gets it. Fires it over to first and got him in time. Good play. Fielding his position, McCauley.
Yeah, it was a great play out there. And, I like to see it. I like to see the defense stepping up here for the Tigers. They got to continue to do big things like this.
So, here we go. DeWitt will step in. And strike. Good breaking ball finds the plate. See if McCauley can settle in here. After that quick out. Really wasn't bad in the first, just gave up the 2 hits. Had a chance to work out of the jam and then walked a run in. 2 base on balls, 2 hits equals 1 run. But didn't give up a big inning. And just a 1-run game. DeWitt now 2-1 the count. DeWitt, just a sophomore, hitting only a $147. Slow roller to third, gloved by Staley across the diamond. Beautiful throw. And out number 2, 5-3, the put out.
That's a tough play there. There's a really good backhand play over there at third. Then the throw over to first, of course, for out number 2. So, again, it's this Hurricane defense doing their job.
Cisneros, the batter. Cash. Hitting .348 this year. Ready to go. Right-handed batter against the left-hander Bryce McCauley, who's cruising here in the second after giving up that 1 in the first. And that pitch breaking ball just misses the zone, but not by much.
See, that's got a lot of break to it, but it just stays too high. He's got to be able to...
It's just not quite snapping, is it?
He's got to be able to get that down sooner.
And that was a fastball that stays up high. 2-0. Mentioned just 231. Panthers come in as a team hitting 289 as a club collectively this year. Cisneros, a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball straight back. 2-1 the count on Cash Money Cisneros, the junior. Mentioned 348. 12 RBIs, 3 doubles, 1 triple. No home runs in his junior campaign. He'd love to go yard right here. We'll see what he can do. The wind is blowing out a little bit to left. Big old breaking ball that just doesn't break again. That's the miss for McCauley. That spin rate's just not there, is it?
No, and like I say, it's coming off the hand a little too high. He's got to be able to start with it a little lower, let that snap work its way down at the tail end as he walks into first.
Lost Cash. Cash draws the base on balls. So 1 on with 2 outs here for the Panthers. Porter Campbell, right fielder, who number 2 hitter in the lineup, had a hit in his first at-bat into left field. He's 1 for 1 as we're going into the second time through for Coach Kyler Walker in his second season as skipper of the Panthers. Coach Pearson's in his second stint. He was the football coach. Then he was the baseball coach. Then he stepped aside. Now he's back coaching the baseball again. One of the nicest guys you'll meet. Both these guys, though, love their guys, and obviously can do whatever they can to put them in a position to win a ball game today. How big is it, Kate, in your eyes, to get game one? It's so tough to win 2 on a Saturday. Not impossible, but, man, the winner of game 1 in a best of 3 probably going to win, 80, 85% of the time. That's what's at stake tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure. I feel like for both of these teams, there's still a lot at stake. It's the playoffs. You know what I mean? So you just got to be careful. You got to play some smart baseball here.
Stats tonight brought to you by Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. Every animal deserves a loving home. Come take a tour. Kanab, Utah. Great weekend getaway. Take home your new best friend. Go to bestfriends.org. Cats, dogs, rabbits, horses, reptiles, you name it, they've got it. That one gets away, wild pitch or a pass ball, and runner will get down there to second base. That is Gwillem into pinch run, I believe. That is not. Yeah, that's Gwillem.
See, but now you've got a runner in scoring position. You had 2 outs. You had 2 up, 2 down, and now you've got a runner in scoring position. So, and you're at the top part of the lineup as well. This is a difficult spot to be right now for the Tigers. But listen, the Panthers do have their back against the wall at the moment.
Swinging a drive into left field. It's got to get down. The left fielder falls down. It's going to get all the way to the fence, and it's 2-0 Panthers. Would have been a hit, I think, either way, but probably would have been an RBI single. Instead, Campbell gets all the way down to second base.
That's a great hit. Man, that's so tough out there in left field. You start going one way. The wind is kind of pushing the ball to the left field line. So, it course corrected on him, and the feet just went out from underneath him out there and left.
Matsuoka just started to come in, and then the cleats just went whoop. And tried to dive for it, but as he was slipping and falling, it got past him all the way to the fence. And an RBI double is how I'm going to score that. I mean, a slip is not an error.
No, that's tough. Sometimes it's the elements, Maybe the grass is a little slippery out there in the left.
Yeah, we've had we did have a sprinkler or 2 yesterday, but the field.
They were out there with the hose, though, So I don't know if they were in the outfield, of course, but.
Yeah, I think
so. You never know.
I think that's an RBI double all day. That's how we'll score it.
Yep.
And here is Daxton Chase. Daxton, very likable, outgoing young man. Daxton, he's a senior, 397. 12 RBIs, 6 doubles. Does have 1 home run this year. He's got 1 to leave the yard. Right now, he's not trying to think about a home run. Here with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, he'd just love to find an alleyway and drive something. Panthers lead 2-0. Campbell, an RBI and a run scored. McCauley, the pitch. And that one fouled off down the third base line, twisting out of play. A fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Hey, the coupon book's on sale. Get Mom a 10-pack of car washes. They're 30% off. Plus, the day you buy them, you get an extra one for free. So you get one, and you get a great gift for your mom, your dad, or grads, or just get them for yourself. And keep your car looking fabulous. A little help from Fabulous Freddy's Car Wash. Breaking ball, and Chase fights it off, out of play. 1-2 count here with 2 outs. We're in the bottom of inning number 2. Panthers have the 2-0 lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Glad you're with us here on the Fan Sports Network on the simulcast radio, 99.5, 95.3 St. George, 93.1, 1400 AM up in Cedar City and Parowan. And, of course, if you're driving around, you're going home or getting off into your weekend, have a great weekend, everybody. And if you want to watch this game, you can link to it on the fansportsnetwork.com, or you can just search us in YouTube and watch it on our YouTube page. Lots of ways you can listen to the simulcast tonight, presented by the Boulevard. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from McCauley, and it's popped up. And down that third base line, looks like in fair territory, and Staley camps underneath it and makes the catch. Well, not before the Panthers strike again. They get 1 run on 1 hit, 1 left on base, and no errors, although he did slip and fall. We gave Porter Campbell the RBI double, And the Panthers doubling up the Tigers right now, 2-0 in Game 1 of a best-of-3 series live on your hometown sports source, the Fan Sports Network. Quick timeout. We're back after a message from our great local partners.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at Sports Performance.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Today's game is brought to you by Down East, House of Jump, Udi and Associates, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Feel good Friday to be at the yard. Panthers lead 2-0. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster here inside the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Building with integrity is their competitive edge. Sylvester going back to work, and a beautiful first pitch for strike one. Looked like he kind of offered at it and came up empty. It was a strike either way. Big old slider catches the outer half. Strike two. What do you see from Sylvester so far, Caden?
Yeah, I was actually just going to mention Sylvester looking kind of like we saw from him last year as well. You know, he's just hitting that point in the season where at the tail end, you're just starting to feel it a little more.
Raditz takes that one outside. Ball 1-1-2. The net's on fire. Pitch count here.
You know, and I don't mind going outside like that on an 0-2.
And a swing and a miss. He challenged him with the fastball. Maybe a foul tip there into the catcher's glove. That's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Tristan Sylvester.
Second of the game so far. And again, Hurricane has still yet to see anybody get on base. We've gone 3 up, 3 down in 2 innings in a row. Here we are in the third. And right now, 8th batter in the lineup.
Sophomore Joey Monty steps in. Big 5'6". Swing and a miss, strike one. Just a sophomore. And that one inside, 1-1. Good eye by Monty. Joey, big Buffalo Bills fan. I've seen him at the soccer games, and there's a swing and a shot into left field, and Joey Monty, the first base runner, right on cue. You just mentioned needed a base runner, and Joey, from the bottom of the order, delivers.
I like it. I like to see it. That was a really good extension of the bat, just popping it right through the 5-6 hole, throwing it into left field, getting on base with the single. It's exactly what the doctor ordered right now for the Tigers.
Joey's sister, Nikki, really good soccer player, and plays on actually my daughter's team. So I've had a lot of chats with Joey on the soccer sidelines, and just a big sports fan and loves the game of baseball. Again, just a sophomore. There's a one-out single, and Tigers now got a little something to work with here in the top of inning number 3. Tigers trailing Pineview 2-0. Gonzalez, right-handed batter, taking ball 1-0 the count. Sylvester, big old bender. They'll throw behind at first, and Monty back in time. Gonzalez, senior, only hitting $163 this year.
Pretty good spot right here for Hurricane as well. I mean, look, you're facing against a 2-0 count. You got one runner on, only one out. And this is the bottom part of the lineup. So as they bring it back around to the top, they're looking at a good spot as this one's chopped foul.
Had a beat on it, but couldn't keep that one fair. So Gonzalez now facing a 2-1 count. And the windup and the pitch from Sylvester. A bunt attempt, trying to maybe surprise the Panthers defense, and it rolls foul down the first base line.
Evens it up at 2 apiece. But look, again, they're staying in the at-bat here. This has been a much better inning than we've seen so far from Herc, and it's just all about capitalizing. I like the idea of the bunt attempt. I don't think it was expected by this Panther defense either.
Sylvester, 38 pitches so far. And 2 1/3 of work. He's given up just that 1 hit moments ago to Monty. He's got 2 strikeouts. Make it number 3 as a swing and a miss, and down goes Gonzalez.
Brings up McCauley here, who batting average on the team is top batting average at 308. His on-base percentage, though, even more impressive. He's getting on base over half of his at-bats. .556 on-base percentage.
Top of the 3rd inning, 2-0 Panthers. Sylvester ahead in the count here to McCauley. McCauley, starting pitcher, really helped himself out here with a base knock or a round tripper. And that one paints the inside part of the plate. Strike 2. Sylvester is hitting his spots.
Yeah, you know, they're trying to get out of this inning with minimal damage done, and all the damage that's been done so far is allowing a run to get on first.
The 0-2 delivery, a chopper foul. High school baseball brought to you by Dealer Collision, proud sponsor of Region 9 baseball. From minor collisions to major accidents, if you need it fixed, Dealer Collision will repair your vehicle right there when you need them. Great people to meet by accident. Hope you never need them, but if you do, choose Dealer Collision, proud sponsor here on the network. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Joey Monty at first base, had that 1-out single through the left side, and Bryce McCauley at the plate, but in a hole here. McCauley, a left-handed batter, ready, swing and a miss, and then he got him. He's got to throw it down to first because it's got away, and they do get the out. So a strikeout there. Sylvester, another Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. He's starting to stack them up. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. Panthers leading on the Wilkinson scoreboard 2-0 when we come back here live on the Fan Sports Network. Playoff baseball, Pineview with the 2-0 lead.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Here we go, bottom of the 3rd inning. Panthers with a 2-0 lead over the Tigers on the Fan Sports Network, presented by the Boulevard for 50 years and counting, making your house more like home. By Smart Buy at the Boulevard. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster, Monica McLaughlin, Nate Nelson, our whole crew bringing you this playoff game 1 in the best-of-3 series. First pitch in for a called strike. McCauley ready with pitch 2. Bender. That one had some break to it, but it doesn't quite find the plate.
You know, I've decided I like that pitch from him because here's the thing. Even when guys are swinging at it, no one's gotten good contact with it. If he can just get it to bend closer down into the zone, it's a good pitch if he can just get it close.
Kobe Goodman fights that one off. It's 1-2. Goodman, the senior, .311 batting average. 9 RBIs this year. Going to go play his college baseball. He's already committed down in Arizona, JUCO baseball. 8 doubles, 2 triples this year. It was it's been a tough offseason for Kobe. Transfers from Desert Hills to Pineview. And, of course, lost his stepdad back in December. And, obviously tough. Val was a big part of his baseball career. And, it got a little emotional, if you remember, Caden, during our media day when we were talking about that, kind of dedicating the season to Val. And his mom, Callie, here. I can see her over there front row. She went on a lot of recruiting trips. And Kobe puts a charge into this one out into right field. Back on the track, and it's going to stay fair, and it's caught on the warning track. Just missed the home run off the bat of Kobe Goodman.
That has a good contact to it. Honestly, had we not had the wind, it got caught up there in the wind. That probably is bouncing off of the fence, I would assume. I don't think it's quite over. It's a big, tall wall out there in right field, but the wind's blowing in on that, and it just hung up there for a very long time.
And here's JJ. They intentionally walked JJ, and he will get a chance to swing it here with an out in the third and nobody on base. McCauley, though, staying away, ball 1. Don't want to throw something where he can go yard. 4 dingers this year for big JJ. Could pitch potentially tomorrow. If it goes 3, I would almost guarantee it. They could save him, or they could roll him out in game 2. Got some options. Millen could throw. Chase could throw. Trying to think of other pitching. Probably Daxton, Chase, Cardone, Madison, Johnson, Millen. Kind of the likely pitchers to get a shot tomorrow. They'd love to see Sylvester, though, Caden, go the distance. He looks pretty good right now. Got a 1-hitter going.
Yeah, he's looking fantastic. They definitely want to just ride with him for as long as possible.
Chopper to third. Staley gloves it, collects the feet, throw perfect across the diamond, and it's a 5-3 put out. Johnson outnumbered. Oh, they say safe. They say he's safe. Did he step off the bag? I got to see that again, Caden.
Yeah, that's we were behind on it on the replay. I wasn't able to capture it, but it's kind of a weird spot where we're at up here because we've got the speakers and the poles in the way, and so it's a little difficult from our angle to exactly see it. But
I thought the throw was in plenty of time. I think it must have pulled him off the bag because the throw beat him there, but then I saw the signal safe, so I'm just guessing he just didn't find the foot on the bag and the throw was a little offline. Regardless, that's probably an error. Certainly should have been an out. Panthers will take it. So Johnson is aboard. And a swing and a foul straight back at Fabulous Freddy's foul ball off the bat of Heath.
Yeah, I just watched it back, and I'm not sure what happened. I think the first baseman dropped the ball.
Did it come out of the glove?
It must have.
E3 then? I didn't think the throw was that bad, to be honest with you.
No, I didn't. The throw was great.
McCauley. Maybe a little bit of frustration there that he couldn't get that out, and now he's pitching a little mad, and he's ahead 0-2 to Heath. Heath walked and picked up a ribby when the bases were loaded back in the first, that first run of the game for the Panthers. Of course, Campbell, an RBI hit for that second run of the game. So Panthers leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 on, no outs after the error on the Tigers, the first of the game. They still haven't put an error up on the guests on the scoreboard, but I got to think that's an error, don't you, Caden?
I mean, I would think so. I haven't seen anything come through. I don't know if we've got anything through the
Game Changers,
through the app on Game
Changers got 1 error on the Tigers. No errors on the Panthers so far.
Okay, so there it is, yeah.
Actually, there's no error portion on the scoreboard to put it up, actually, now that I look a little bit closer. So a lot of scoreboards do, some don't. They got the state champion years on the scoreboard out there. How's your eyesight?
Not that good. It's out there a ways.
I want to say the last state championship was 7 years ago. Was it 2018, if I'm not mistaken, for the Panthers? Where's my rangefinder when I need it?
There we go. We got it on the camera. 2003, 2015, 2016.
2016. Of course, Marcus Littlewood was here during that era. Probably the most recognizable Panther to come through the program. One of many good players, but of course drafted high by the Mariners, spent, 10 years with the AAA affiliate, the Tacoma Rainiers.
Hey, they're in Las Vegas this weekend.
Are they playing the Aviators?
Taking on the Aviators.
I would go down if I wasn't going out to Black Desert all weekend. I'm taking my daughters out on Sunday, and I'm just going to go out and kind of work and get some audio tomorrow. Swinging a miss and down on strikes is Heath. And another Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for McCauley.
That's a good pitch. I like to see McCauley bringing that in on a 1-2 count.
A much-needed K there after the error. So 1 on, 1 out. Already at 60 pitches and just 2 1/3 of work for McCauley. So the pitch count getting up there a little bit. Fastball, slow roller to third, the throw over to first, and that one is in time, and that'll do it. No runs and no hits, 1 left on base, 1 error there. Panthers still lead it on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Panthers 2, Tigers 0. Going to the 4th when we come back on the Fan Sports Network.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Today's game is brought to you by Everbowl, Back 9 Golf, Fabulous Freddy's, and Great Harvest Bread Company.
Here we go. Let's fire it up. This game cruising right along. Panthers leading 2-0. Let's fire up the 4th inning here. Playoff baseball. Again, a lot of teams in the regionals not playing. Desert Hills the 1 seed, Snow Canyon the 2, Dixie the 6, Crimson the 8, all with byes this weekend. Cedar is playing Tooele. Okay, and I haven't seen a score on that Cedar game yet. Afternoon game, of course, that's in Cedar City. They don't have any lights, so I'll have to check on that score, and we'll get some rink Region 9 updates for you as we get them. Some softball, some volleyball, tennis has their region tennis championship. Started at 8 a.m. this morning, continues tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. over at Tonnequint Tennis Park. Busy. Got the Black Desert Championship. A lot going on in Southern Utah on a busy 1st of May weekend. Can't believe it's already May.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
May's always a busy month.
Yeah, we're moving right on through it, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple weeks left of high school sports for this year before all of the seniors move on to bigger, better things. We'll be back in the fall with football.
You hope bigger, better things, right?
Yeah.
All you seniors listening, you better. Hot shot to short. Ooh. DeWitt gloves it, fires in time. Beautiful play over there by DeWitt.
They talk about the hot corner. Let's talk about that. That was a hot shot right to short. Tough play to make when it's coming at you like that. You never know how it's going to bounce off the grass either. So he took it well, though, and was able to throw it across for that first out here of the 4th inning.
So quickly 1 away. Sylvester, we were talking about over 60 pitches thrown for McCauley. Only 48 pitches. And, got him. And runner, that's Matsuoka aboard, hit by the pitch. So second base runner of the afternoon for the Tigers. And with 1 on and 1 out, here comes Staley. 0 for 1 in the game this afternoon. Righty on righty matchup.
Do you have the pitch count over there right now for Sylvester?
49.
49 in 4 innings so far.
No, 3 1/3.
3 1/3, yeah. Here inside the fourth, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's not too bad.
Comparative speaking, I mean, over 60 for Macaulay. So, yeah, he's done a nice job. Command is there, but really the first mistake we've seen him make.
Yeah, was this one right here.
Got a one-hit shutout going right now. Still early, but in control. Nice baseball game brought to you by the Back Nine Indoor Golf. Going to be hot this summer. Check out the memberships. Go to back9golf.com, theback9golf.com. One of the fastest growing franchises based right out of St. George. They got that new corporate headquarters being built over there across from the Summit Athletic Club just off River Road.
Yeah, I saw that
right
over
on the
there.
Virgin River there.
Yeah, I saw their building over there. It's pretty nice.
Yep, they got a couple hitting bays downstairs and a second St. George location. A lot of fun. I've spent hours at the Back Nine. Hasn't helped, but I've been there. No, it has. It's helped. I'm joking.
If anything, it's enjoyable, right?
Well, I'm licking my wounds from the Green Springs Club Championships. They had 2 triples, so I'm a little bit, got a little head trash going still. Came straight from the golf course to the ballpark. Triples are good in baseball, not in golf.
Yep, that's fair.
Rumor has it Monica, our camera person tonight, is doing a great job, is taking the game up of golf. I don't know if I believe it, but she claims to have golfed at Sky Mountain once in the last month.
It's more than I've golfed in the last month.
Twice?
It's more than I've golfed in the last month. I haven't been out for a while.
Well, what's your excuse?
That's a good question. Time, money, I don't know.
There's a swing and a drive off the bat Staley into left field, playable into the sun, but no problem out there for that Hunt out there and left.
Yeah, Raiden Hunt's a good left fielder. He's always on top of things. He's always making really good plays out there. And hasn't seen a lot of action here this afternoon just because it has been more of a pitchers and infielders kind of a game. But this is a good hit out there, good contact. Just wasn't able to settle down in any blank space.
So 2 away here for Sylvester. Panthers righty going back to work. And a check swing. Did he go? No. And want to know the count here on Selby. Panthers were 4-9 in Region 9. Hurricane didn't grab a win. Had 6 wins in the preseason, 6-16, but 12 of their 16 losses came in region play. That's got to be a little bit frustrating for the Tigers, right? Nice to find a win or 2 along the way. I know Region 9 is tough, but a little bit disappointing. Yet here they are. The 20 seed, 24 teams get in the 4A baseball bracket. And a chance to play spoiler here against the Panthers. Breaking ball that doesn't quite get back over. Might have been the slider, actually, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, just stayed too far inside.
1 on with 1 out here. We're in the top of inning number 4. Sylvester ready. And the 3-1 pitch lifted into right field. Playable. And can of corn. And that'll do it for the 4th. Panthers still holding that 2-0 lead when we come back on the Wilkinson scoreboard here live on the Fan Sports Network and on our Fan Sports Network website and YouTube. If you're listening or watching, stay with us. More baseball coming up when we come back.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Intercap Lending, Red Rock Real Estate, and St. George News.
Well, this whole break, we had some fun with the can of corn term. Monica's like, can of corn, tell me what that means specifically. Caden said, well, grocery stores, they would try to knock stuff off the top of the shelves and then catch it, and that's exactly correct. Monica learned something today. Learned more in a 4-inning baseball game so far today than her entire college career. Did you graduate?
Of course I did. I have a
Okay,
biology degree.
just checking, making sure. Panthers leading 2-0. And quickly 1-1. McCauley still in there. Lefty, breaking ball. That one finds the zone. And Hunt now facing a 1-2 count. Raider Hunt, right-handed batter. McCauley left-handed. Here comes the delivery. And that one put a charge into the alleyway, going towards the wall. And one hops to the fence. A nice double to lead things off by Hunt. And the Panthers, with the 2-0 lead, have a duck on the pond.
That's exactly what they want to do here to lead things off, is just try to get some more of these insurance runs as we see here on the replay. This is a big dealer collision, big hit into the gap. And this is, again, what you want. You want to get runners in scoring position, especially with no outs on the board. It's exactly what the Panthers are looking for.
And, and challenged him high. That was probably up in the zone, probably a ball, actually. It looked like it was, chest high, and he just stayed on top of it and drove it to the fence in left center field. Got a little wind aided. It skipped quickly past left fielder there who had to play it off the wall. So an easy stand-up double for Mr. Hunt. And here is DeWitt, the shortstop, 0 for 1 in the game. But a chance to change that here and maybe drive in a run. First pitch for a ball. So here comes the 1-0 pitch from McCauley. Bunt. And a good one. McCauley's going to go field it. His only play. Oh, and he left the ball on the ground. And everybody is safe. Runners on the corners now for the Panthers.
Wow. We talk about good bunts. This is exactly that. I mean, he squares up like he's going to take the hit. And we just are going to miss the tail end of this bunt. But, putting a runner in scoring position, he was expecting it to be a sacrifice. It didn't end up being a sacrifice. Still no outs, runners on the corners.
And Gonzalez, the catcher, coming out to talk to McCauley. And they're having a quick conversation meeting on the mound, brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Get a free quote on your home, auto, or life insurance. See how much Luke can save you today. Luke Udy and Associates, your local St. George American Family Insurance agent. It's Cash Cisneros now with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runners on first and third. And a chance here for the Panthers to break open a 2-0 lead. Ooh, almost got him. He snaps the legs back on that low inside pitch. That ball gets away from McCauley, and he had to go get it. Make sure, but Hunt wasn't going anywhere. He never left the bag at third. Again, Pineview, last week of the season, and Hurricane faced off in their home-and-home. 3-1. Panthers won out in H-Town, and then 7-4 on senior night. Panthers swept them. We're getting used to these Region 9 reruns in the postseason, whether it's basketball or football. We always seem to at least get one. At least we only have one Region 9 rerun in baseball this year.
Yeah.
We could see some Region 9 matchups, though, throughout the tournament. It wouldn't surprise anybody. That one lifted high but not deep. And out in left field, that's Matsuoka who shields it, and they tag from third, and that'll be a sac fly RBI off the bat of Cisneros. 3-0 Panthers.
I like that play. I like, of course, the tag up, the run in. I'm surprised the runner at first didn't go. He just held on over there. He didn't move anywhere. I'm a little surprised he didn't try tagging up himself to go for second, knowing that throw's got to be heading home.
Yeah, DeWitt's speedy there, and if they cut it, yeah, he could be in trouble, or if the throw goes to second, but the throw did come to home, so you're kind of like, maybe he should have. Good observation, Caden. Inside. And Porter Campbell, who is 2 for 2, making a case for our Findlay Subaru star of the game, a chance to stay perfect at the plate. And ahead, 1 ball, no strikes. McCauley, here's the pitch. And that's pitch number 72. And that one misses for ball 2. Campbell's got the hoodie under the jersey. Kind of the fad the last couple of years, seeing more people do that. It's 86 degrees.
Yeah,
it's not because he's cold.
Well, and that's been his style all season long.
Yeah.
He's worn that for every single game.
Our fashion police is Monica. Monica, do you like the hoodie?
I don't like being hot.
She doesn't like being hot, so she would go with no hoodie today. Campbell doesn't mind it. It keeps him warm at the plate. He's 2 for 2, right?
Absorbs his sweat.
Campbell fouls that one off. A Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Coupon books are on sale. Both Southern Utah Fabulous Freddy's. Get a pack of 10 of your favorite washes. Make a great gift for your moms, your grads, and your dads. With Mother's Day next weekend and Father's Day coming next month and graduation later this month. And there's a shot, 3 for 3 on cue. Porter Campbell lifts it down into right field for a sharply hit single.
It's a well-placed ball, and it's one of those that it didn't have a lot coming off the bat, but it was just enough to get over second baseman's head and sneak into right field. Good single. We bring it back around for Daxton Chase.
Yep, time is going to be called here, and here comes Steve Pearson, and will that do it for McCauley? We'll see. Coach Pearson looks like he might be going to get him. And we'll keep it right here for just a second. That'll do it. So we do have a pitching change. So Coach Pearson is going to lift McCauley with the Panthers leading the Tigers 3-0. Pitching change. We'll talk about the new pitcher when we come back on the Fan Sports Network.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
Hi, I'm Jermaine Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate the rink. The rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at the rink.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Findlay Subaru, Honolulu Grill, Knits on Fire, and Intermountain Sports Performance.
Back here hanging out with you on the Fan Sports Network. 4th inning pitching change. It's Asher Blair. Remember him? Tiger basketball fans certainly do. A little sniper, good three-point shooter.
Tigers a fantastic year this year in basketball. You know, they put up a big fight against Payson in the playoffs, who then ultimately they went on to go and win the championship this year. Payson did. But Hurricane probably gave them the best game of the entire tournament as well. So hats off to Tiger basketball this season.
Blair has only made one appearance. He's a junior. And just a third of the inning of work, and he only faced 2 batters. So haven't really seen a lot of Blair on the bump, but Coach Pearson going to him, a little bit of a surprise, but certainly somebody that maybe there's not a lot of scouting on. And that one gets away, so the runners will advance to second and third. And here is the 1-0 pitch from Blair. Off speed, stays high and away, 2-0. 3-0. Panthers certainly got a cushion, but Daxton Chase has a chance to kind of break this game open right here with a clutch hit.
He really does. Yeah, now that both runners are over there in scoring position on second and third, still just 1 out away.
And
good opportunities here.
That one high, ball 3, so Blair having trouble finding the zone. 3-0 count.
You know, that's one of the most difficult things for a pitcher that's just coming into the game. And I know he had been over there in the bullpen warming up as well, but just make sure that you're coming in and settling those nerves.
Swing and a miss. Green light there on a 3-0 count, and Chase couldn't find it.
You know, if you ask Paulie, I know he's not on the broadcast with us today, he's a fan of that swinging 3-0 because he says you always know you're going to be getting that fastball down the middle more than likely, right?
Blair, another good pitch, grounded to short, and they'll trade an out for a run, and it's a 4-3 put out, but the runner does score. DeWitt jogs from third to touch home plate. 4-0 Panthers, fielder's choice RBI. And Kobe Goodman will now step in, and they're just kind of slowly stacking them up here. Panthers in a commanding spot here. And still a runner in scoring position over there at third base with 2 outs. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster. I want to thank Appliance Wholesalers Plus, the playmakers in the appliance business. Later on in the conclusion of this one, we'll pick our AWP Playmaker Play of the Game. Have we seen it yet, Caden?
I don't think we have. We've seen some decent plays, but nothing that really stands out to me as of yet.
Also, Jersey Mike's Sub of the Game. Select that, as well as our Star of the Game, brought to you by Finley Subaru. Breaking ball, good pitch, but must have been just a little tall.
That really was a good pitch, a really good breaking ball there. And, you know, talking about our Jersey Mike Sub of the Game, Asher Blair looking to take that award home right here on the mound.
Kobe Goodman outside, 2-1 the count. Thanks to Intermountain Sports Performance, there is no off-season. Their summer speed is coming. School ending soon. Get sports-specific training this summer at Intermountain Sports Performance. Locations 2 in St. George and across the state. Blair, swinging and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. Appreciate Coral Canyon Golf Course. Get out and play some golf. Celebrating 25 years, their 25th anniversary all year long. $25 green fees on the 25th. Call out there for tee times on the 25th of the month. And a shot through the left side, an RBI single by Goodman. 5-0 Pineview. Kobe Goodman collects his second hit of the afternoon.
Big time hit, strong barrel right there. Set it up through the gap, and again, just an easy RBI single to bring the run around. It's a 5-run game here in favor of the Panthers.
Panthers just continuing to kind of chip away. And looking real good here at home in this game 1 of this best of 3 series. Game 2 will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Big swing by JJ, and that one ripped foul down the line. And 0-1 the count.
Getting ahead of it there as he pulled that one. He's got to sit back on those just a little bit. Because he's got the power. He's just got to find a way to send it into play.
Here's Blair now trying to kind of, you come in relief. You're trying to settle the nerves. And you're facing JJ, who's, went yard 4 times this year. 1 on, 2 outs, 5-0 Pineview. Runner will go, and the throw down to second not going to be in time. A stolen base brought to you by the City of St. George Recreation Department. Good jump there. Off-speed pitch, no problem. And the city of St. George has a bunch of softball this summer. You can do 5-on-5-on-5 softball. Get all the details and check out all the activities for your kids and adult sports through the city of St. George Recreation Department.
I love a good 5-on-5-on-5. You get a lot of chances to bat.
Easier to get a team to show up at the field if you're playing only 5-on-5.
Yeah, there you go.
It's tough to get 10 guys every night. All right, that's why I quit playing. I played softball for years. I got tired of trying to get people to that 6:30 game.
Yeah, I used to work at a place where we had a softball team for our company, and man, trying to get people to say, "Hey, come on, after work, let's go play some ball." It's tough to get them to go out and do it.
Well, I was in the same slot as your show, from the bleachers 4 to 6, and you get off the show at 6, you got to be over the field at 6:30, and I'd look at my phone after the show and I'd be like, I can't make it tonight from 5 guys. And you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have time to field the team. You start the game with 6 guys, 1 outfielder. That was fun. Maybe nobody liked playing with me. I was too good.
Maybe that's what it was. What position you playing, Devin?
Left out. No, I was in the outfield. I pitched a little bit. I was no Clint Anderson. Softball sensation. Oh, skinny Bob. 2-2 count with 2 outs here. Blair trying to get out of this inning without giving up any more damage, and that one's fouled straight back off the bat of JJ. Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. I want to check on that Cedar. Did you see a Cedar score? Yeah, they're playing Tooele this afternoon.
I haven't seen anything come through yet.
7-5, Cedar leading, top of 4 up there against Tooele.
Yeah, lots of runs.
This is what is that? That's the 12-21 matchup or something, and this is the 13-20 matchup if you're looking at the seeding. I know you're all staring at your bracket right now. That makes perfect sense. Monica's nodding her head as she checks her bracket. She's got it in her pocket. Blair, full count, payoff pitch. Got him
in the elbow.
Yep, beamed him up on the hands. And that'll put JJ on first. Goodman's still down there at third. And the Panthers leading 5-0. And Parker Heath will step in.
Parker Heath he's been able to get on base, but he hasn't got a hit yet, though. You know, I should say he got that double, and then, or no, excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong batter.
He walked that RBI,
first.
back in the first.
And then he struck out. I was looking at JJ, who has gotten on base every time, and he hasn't gotten a hit yet. That's what I was looking at was JJ. That was his third at-bat. He walked, reached on an error, and then hit by pitch. So, kind of a wild series of at-bats there for Johnson. But, yeah, Heath walked his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's officially 0 for 1 with an RBI. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 to Heath. 2 on, 2 outs, 5-0 Pineview. Leading over the Tigers here in the bottom of inning number 4. Scheduled 7-inning game 1 in the best-of-3 series. You call this a regional. Next weekend you kind of call the super regional, and then it's bracket play. It's a true double elimination if you get to Bruce-Hurst Field. 24 teams start with a chance of winning the state championship. We'll keep whittling that down to 16 and then 8 by the time we get to May 12th at Bruce-Hurst Field. Kind of fun to have the state bracket play tournament here in St. George this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
It's been 6 years since it's been down here, I believe.
They called the balk.
And that'll score a run. Goodman will score, I believe. And it's 6-0 Panthers. So Blair called for the balk, and Johnson will take second, and Goodman will come home.
Wow.
Did he not come complete? Yeah, I think he's just a little mental error there. Blair, again, an inning of pitching this season in varsity. That's all we have him for in the stats. So he hasn't got a lot of work at the varsity level. The junior, and 6-0 Pineview. 0-2 pitch outside for ball 1.
So the Panthers have seen 4 runs come across here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and of course, the 10-run rule is starting to get a little closer into play for them, but with 2 outs, Tigers trying to just put on the brakes here and send it to the 5th.
Outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count. Today's game brought to you by Honolulu Grill, spreading the aloha Make sure you stop in for lunch or dinner at Honolulu Grill, corner 7 South, 7th East, down by Utah Tech campus. Your favorite Hawaiian dishes. Of course, they got their original Kava Aid. Teriyaki, katsu chicken, Kahlua pork, the Loco Moco burger. You ever had the Loco Moco burger?
I have not.
Put a big old fried egg on that
I got to
burger,
go check that out. Listen, almost every time I go there, I've got to get the Kahlua pork because it's my favorite thing.
It is good.
It's really hard for me to deviate off of the Kahlua pork.
I think their mac salad is the best in town by far. Payoff pitch coming inside, lost him. And Heath, for the second time in this game, has drawn a base on balls. So 2 on, still 2 outs. And the Panthers just continuing to kind of get quality at bats, making things tough on Asher Blair in relief.
Coach going to go out there and have a conversation. He might be done. They do have a pitcher out there in the bullpen that's been warming up for the last 10, 15 minutes. And that's going to be it for him this afternoon.
All right, pitching change brought to you by Luke Udy, American Family Insurance. We'll check on the new pitcher when we come back. All Panthers here in the 4th. They lead the Tigers 6-0 on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Welcome back, everybody. Here it's 6-0 Friday night playoff baseball. Panthers in control. New pitcher. Pitcher number 3. And Coach Pearson just trying to stop the damage here, Caden, going deeper into the bullpen.
Yeah, going to bring up Grady Esplin into pitch here. And we'll see what he has on the mound. Another righty coming into this game. So we've seen a lefty, a righty for the Tigers.
And I do not have a stat on Esplin and varsity at all this year. So don't know much about his stuff or his statistics. You look at the best friend statistics, I don't have anything. I'm sure he's pitched quite a bit, the JV level. But as far as I can tell, this is his debut. And it comes in a big spot here, trying to work out of some trouble.
Hey, but you know what? I kind of like sometimes the bold moves in the playoffs, just bringing someone with a different flair,
Yeah, somebody they haven't seen.
Yeah.
No scouting report to speak of that we're aware of. We'll see what kind of stuff Esplin has. First pitch down low, ball 1. And it's Millen at the plate, Trayson Millen. Millen in this game 0 for 2 so far tonight. Esplin kind of towing that rubber right on the corner. Right-handed pitch outside. Ball 2. 2 on, 2 outs. We've had a lot of this damage has all come with 2 outs, Caden.
Yeah, it has. It has. You know, looking up and down the lineup here, you started this inning fairly strong for the most part, but just too many mistakes late in this inning.
Man, you just hit a guy, walk a couple guys, slow roller there, short, and an error.
Another error.
He kind of nonchalanted that and just left it in the dirt. It's kind of how it's going for the Tigers right now.
Yeah, it's mental. It's a mental game right now. You got to stop counting yourselves out of this and just start playing the mental game of baseball, right? Just run up on that hard, scoop it, make the throw to first. Don't try to go for second. Just consider that your typical ground ball throw to first kind of play, and you got the out.
In Nolan's defense, I don't think he could really, go down and stay in a great position because it was a slow roller. He had to charge it, but when he tried to glove it, just didn't get it in the webbing of the glove, and when by the time he came up for the transfer, there was no baseball.
And it's tough. Sometimes it can get caught up in the grass and slow down on you a little faster than you're expecting it to. I've definitely seen that a time or two. So, that seemed to be somewhat the case here, as you mentioned. Just tougher to glove on that roller.
But when you haven't won a region game, you're 0-12, you're in a best-of-3 series, and you're in the 4th inning, and you've already got 3 errors, that's painful.
Yeah.
That's a tough pill to swallow, as they say. You combine that with nobody really throwing strikes right now out of the bullpen, and now the bases are loaded, and 2 more quick balls. And you mentioned it earlier, but now we're really starting to get into that 10-run rule. As there's a shot through the left side, and 1 run will score. The ball cut off. 2 runs will score. Nobody there cutting off and covering third, so Millen will get over there safely to third base, and it's 8-0 Panthers. 2 RBIs off the bat there of Hunt.
Wow, that's insane right now what the Panthers are doing with this 2-out rally. I think they've scored in just the 2-out rally alone. I think they've scored at least 3, maybe 4 of their runs in this inning off of that.
Ryan DeWitt now will step in. DeWitt looking for his first hit. Snap throw over to first. High school baseball brought to you by our friends at Bucks Ace Hardware. Sport Court of Southern Utah. Again, want to remind any parents out there, you got student athletes. They don't have to be spring sport athletes. Football, basketball, swimming, lacrosse, soccer, volleyball, golf. Doesn't matter the sport. Student athlete, you got to play sport. You don't have to even be a superstar. If you want to get a $5,000 scholarship, Sport Court is giving one away to one of our Region 9 student athletes in Washington County. To email and apply, send a quick email. You can do it on your phone, or if you're watching the live stream, you can do it while you're watching the live stream. office.sportcourt@gmail.com. We are going to get, probably by Monday, we'll have a little link up where you can actually apply for that scholarship on the fansportsnetwork.com. But really excited here on the Fan to team up with Sport Court of Southern Utah. Get the home court advantage, get an ultimate playground in your backyard. Check out the website to see what they can do for you, Sport Court of Southern Utah. I would have liked a $5,000 scholarship when I was going off to college. That would have helped.
Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been really nice.
Keep the student loans down a little bit. Of course, you were probably an academic scholarship guy, weren't you, kidding?
I did have a full ride.
Uh-oh. Pass ball or wild pitch there. And that allows the base runner, as that one squirts away from Gonzalez behind the dish, to get down there to second base. So now runners on second and third. And if they plate these 2 runs, you're 3 outs away from this game being over all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And that mercy rule would be in effect here. A swing and a drive and not hit deep enough and caught. And finally, the inning is over, but not before 6 runs scored on 4 hits and a couple errors. They do lose 2 on base, and Tigers need to rattle the bats if they're going to try to get back in this game. They trail 8-0 on the Wilkinson scoreboard here on the Fan Sports Network.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Today's game is brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting, The Ring, Jersey Mike's, and Coral Canyon Golf Course.
Yeah, thanks to all our great sponsors, bringing you some playoff baseball here on the Fan Sports Network, here inside the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Building with integrity is their competitive edge. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster, Nate Nelson back in the studios, Monica McLaughlin working the camera, Sylvester out there on the bump. First pitch, ripped foul. Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Actually, that was pitch 2. It's 1-1, the count here. As we fire up top of the 5th, 8-0 Pineview. Another foul. And 1-2 the count. Nolan, who just had that third error of the game on that roller to short he left in the dirt, trying to make up for it here with the bat. And the Tigers need base runners. Breaking ball gets away. But nobody on base, no harm there. And it's 2-2. Cisneros couldn't block it. And breaking ball, waving and fooling Nolan was Sylvester, who has been on point. Another Red Rock real estate strikeout.
He's been phenomenal. I mean, again, we're talking about how great this Pineview team has been about not allowing runners on base. They've only allowed one hit all game.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yep. That was Joey Monty back in the second.
Third inning.
Or the third.
Yep.
Yeah, the third. Thank you. And trying to nibble on the outside part of the plate. Ball 1. Only 65 pitches working into the 5th here for Sylvester. Raditz 0 for 1. And now quickly 1-1 the count. And the windup and the pitch is swing and a miss. Strike 2.
And that's the thing that's crazy right now in this game. You know, Herc, you're looking at these guys in the bottom of the lineup here. Raditz batting 7th. This is only his second at bat. Pineview, they've all bat through 3 times.
And that's a problem for Hurricane.
Yeah.
The good thing for Panther fans out there. I'm sure a lot of the other Region 9 teams on a bye taking note of this game. And that one, a strikeout, they throw it down to first because it gets away. And that's another Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Tristan Sylvester, who, again, can't compliment him enough as he gets another K to hang on the board. I think that's his 7th strikeout of the game, Kid. Is that what you have him for?
6 or 7, yeah. Somewhere around there.
And still hasn't even reached 70 pitches as Joey Big 5'6" steps in. He's 1 for 1. He has that only hit of the game. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate from Sylvester.
Yeah, his only at-bat was a hit, so if he can get one here, he'd be batting 1,000 in this game. Ooh,
Plunked him. And Joey Monty aboard right in the small of the back, taking one for the team, and he is aboard for the second time in this game.
Well, the on-base percentage.
Going up, yeah.
Looking good there.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. Not much he could do about that one. That one was way inside.
It was center of the back.
Probably the worst pitch of the game so far for Sylvester because we've been complimenting that one. And he just lost the control.
And he did hit Matsuoka back in
kind of on the hands
back
though.
In the 4th. It was a little bit high and tight, but that one was definitely off the mark, which kind of rare, as we mentioned, for Sylvester.
Swing and a miss. Gonzalez at the plate. Again, scheduled inning, 7-inning game. We're in the top of the 5th. Panthers leading 8-0. Tigers need some runs, and they need them quick. And that one gets away. Good block there by the backstop there, Cisneros. Cash Cisneros. It's a baseball catcher's name if I've ever heard one. Sylvester delivers, and he paints the corner.
Looking with the 1-2 count here, 2 outs. Again, Tigers just in a tough position in this game right now, being that it is the top of the 5th. No runs have come across for them. You're sitting at the bottom of the lineup right here with Gonzalez.
And trying to nibble on that outside part of the K zone, and that one just missing. 2-2 the count. Monty over at first base. Gonzalez 2-2 count, ready, and a slow roller out to second. And the throw over to first in time, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base, and we go to the middle of the 5th. Panthers cruising 8-0 on the Wilkinson scoreboard here on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com. Be right back.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Today's game is brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, Sport Court, Scooters Coffee, and Holbrook Asphalt.
Back live here at the Yard. Pineview Panthers in control, 8-0. New pitcher. This is the 4th pitcher now for Coach Pearson and the Tigers. And this is Fitzgerald, junior, left-hander. This is a guy that we do have a little bit of detail on. ERA up there a little bit, 7.0 ERA. He's made 3 appearances this year, but unlike Esplin and Blair, we got a little bit more statistics on Fitzgerald. He's only worked 2 innings, given up 2 hits, 2 runs. Both were earned. He's walked 5. He struck out 3. Only faced 13 batters this year. So it's not like we have a huge sample size on Fitzgerald.
Not much there at all.
But he'll come out to work the bottom of the 5th. Panthers with 2 runs here could end this game.
Yeah, they could. And I think that's what they're going to try to do. Just lock it up early, get this one done with. Sometimes that's easier said than done, though.
Do have Cisneros to lead off. And then, so top of the order, Campbell and Chase due up here in the bottom of the 5th. Glad you're with us. Our Boulevard home game of the only game we're bringing you tonight with Cedar playing. And then they'll play game 2 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We won't have another baseball broadcast till next Friday. But then get ready, Friday, Saturday, and then next Monday through Saturday. Baseball, more baseball. We'll be teaming up with KSL. If there's a region team playing in the state tournament, once we get to Brewster's, we'll be streaming it and it'll be on the radio. If it's not a region team in a matchup, we'll just have the live stream, but we will be bringing you the entire state tournament from Brewster's Field.
It's going to be fun. I always love our state baseball broadcast. It makes for long days, but We always have a blast as the production crew.
We needed you last year. We were a production nightmare last year.
I was unavailable last year.
Well, there was that lightning delay, and the live stream timed out, and by the time we resumed play, we had to reset servers, stuff that was out of our control. But there was some interesting things like that you can't do much about. The weather being one of them. Up there at Salt Lake Community College, actually really nice digs up there with the remodel and the press box. But still, rather sleep in my own bed and be a Bruce Hurst. No disrespect to Salt Lake Community College. And high and away, lost him. So Fitzgerald loses Cisneros. He is aboard.
Yeah, so in the last 3 years, we've broadcast between Salt Lake Community College, Utah Tech University, Utah Valley University, BYU. We've been all over the state.
SU for basketball this last year. The University of Utah.
We were at Utah State for basketball a couple years ago. University of Utah for football. So
wherever they go, we're there.
I think the only one we haven't been to is Weber State, as far as D1 colleges go.
I've been to Weber State a couple times, but it's been years.
Yeah, it hasn't been within the last
Purple Palace
2 or 3 years. Yeah,
the D Event Center, kind of similar to the Burns. A few more seats than the Burns or the Centrum, but fun nonetheless. I'll never forget getting stuck on the canyon from between Brigham City and Logan. I was in my Kia, a little four-door sedan, all-wheel drive, and it was a snowstorm. And I had to get a tow truck to come from Brigham City, pick me up, load me up, and drop me on the other side of the hill because I had slid off into the lane of the road, and I was spinning my tire. I couldn't go. Stupid traction control didn't work very well. Literally blocking one lane of the traffic. All these trucks are going by me. Needless to say, I have a truck now.
Well, yeah, the last time we were up in Logan, we were in a truck, so we made it through just
a little easier.
Yeah.
8-0 Panthers. 2-2 pitch. Excuse me, 2-1 pitch. Now it's 2-2. Is a swing and a miss from Porter Campbell, who is 3 for 3 in this game. He's trying to stay perfect. Campbell has 2 runs scored and an RBI. Cisneros has an RBI. Chase, Goodman, Heath. Hunt has 2. 7 RBIs of the 8 given to Panthers in this game. And Cisneros gets down there to second.
Yeah, that puts this makes it that the winning run right now, Porter Campbell up to the plate right now. If he can get a hit and get out there, he could come around and score and put this one to bed as he now gets on base with the walk.
So 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the 5th. Fitzgerald in relief, and the trend continues right now, really, since even McCauley struggled with his command, but just too many free passes given up by the Tiger pitching staff today.
Yeah, it's true. Too many free passes indeed. And we've seen that even on the base pass as well with some pass balls that in the last inning, pass ball let runners go to second and third. Those runs eventually came back around to score off of just a single. So, every single pitch, it's going to matter.
And you look at the pitch. McCauley went 3 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, only 2 earned, walked 3, struck out 2. Blair comes in, works a third. Gives up a hit, 3 runs, 2 were earned, walked 1. Then it was Esplin, a third, gave up a hit. He was lifted. Now Fitzgerald, he's walked 2 already and hasn't recorded an out. The bullpen is struggling right now. And if I'm Pineview, I'm just going to be real patient and take that, make him throw a strike approach to every at-bat right now.
Absolutely.
Here's Dax Chase. I think Dax might have a future in broadcasting. We saw him, and I've mentioned this before, he was at all the Pineview Panther basketball games. He had the headset, the shirt, the tie, was in the crowd leading the student section. And a chopper up the middle. It's going to get through. 1 run should score. Nope, they'll put the brakes on. So bases loaded, nobody out for Kobe Goodman. And the Panthers just continuing to find ways to get aboard. Free passes, hit by pitch, key hits. That is hit number, let's see. Kobe's 2 for 3. in this game. And total hits, that is 8 now. So 8 runs on 8 hits collectively for Pineview. And it's not like he barreled that one up. It was the hottest shot, but he just found a gap up the middle. A chopper, and it is a foul ball. Ooh.
That was
I don't know if we
close.
caught that on the replay. That was really close to getting over the bag.
That's pretty hot. We'll see if we got it on the replay. It definitely went foul. Yeah,
it hit the chalk. It hit the chalk on the first bounce. You could see the chalk poof up, and then it did just go foul. That's a good call by Tim Welch down there at first base. Kobe 2 for 3 again tonight. Hitting over 300 in his senior campaign. Had a couple chats with Kyler Walker, Panther coach, just about how excited he was to have a kid like Kobe. Obviously tough offseason, Kobe losing his stepdad. We've mentioned that. And good to see him out there playing the game he loves. Ooh, breaking ball fooled Kobe Goodman there, swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the count is full. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th, 8-0 Pineview. Nobody out and nowhere to put Goodman. Payoff pitch coming inside and doesn't quite get back over the plate, and it's 3-2. Sorry, I was 3-1 on that pitch, so now 3-2. That glare on the scoreboard, I keep looking at it wrong.
I think it's 2-2. I have it as 2-2.
You're right. It is now. It's 3-2, and that's
That
a
makes it
wild
3-2.
pitch, and a run will score. Everybody will advance. So now it's 9-0 Panthers as Fitzgerald and the bullpen woes continue for the Tigers on the bump.
Yeah, man, this has been a rough couple of innings here for the Tigers, especially these last 2. You know, they held strong through the first 3 innings of this game, only allowing 2 runs. You know, that's respectable. And they just went into the 4th and just let it loose from there, and the Panthers were able to just do too much at that point.
My apologies on the pitch count there. Nuts on fire pitch count. That glare, I could not see the scoreboard well. That one fought off a fabulous Freddie's foul ball. Count stays 3-2. Full count. A hit here in this game. And that one inside lost and bases loaded again. Kobe Goodman is aboard on a base on balls. You could tell he wanted to hit that, didn't he?
Yeah, he wanted to. He saw it coming inside. It went under the elbows. And it's the smart thing to do is to not swing at that pitch. You're getting on base either way, but he wants to be the hero and walk it off.
So here is J.J. Chance to end it here, and he does. Single into left, ball game, and Pineview wins it 10-0, and they take game 1 here in the best-of-3 series.
Just like that, Pineview Panthers, they extended out. You could almost say it's a 3rd game win over the Hurricane Tigers since they've played their last 2 against each other as well, but the Panthers will move on to tomorrow with that 1-game lead in the series.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll clean it all up, break down the best friend stats. We'll hand out some awards, put a bow on this one. Panthers rolling game 1. They blank the Tigers. Final score after 5, 10-0. Pineview wins.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Post-game show presented by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Pineview just kind of cruising here. Way too easy. 10-0 the final score. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster. Post-game brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Dr. Cody and staff make your kids feel right at home with all your kids' dental needs. Don't forget, summer coming. Great time to get your teeth cleaning. The exam, the x-rays, the teeth cleaning, one low price, just $99, the new patient special at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Caden, thoughts on this one? I mean, just cruise control for Pineview in this one.
It was exactly that. It was definitely cruise control, especially in the later innings. You know, I want to give a shout-out, though, to Tristan Sylvester on the mound. He was phenomenal. He did exactly what you expect him to do, which was to just get you in and out of every inning unscathed. And they and by they, I mean the Tigers never saw any runner get past first base.
Yeah.
The best they had was, a couple hit by pitches, got some guys on. They did have a single as well, but nothing outside of that. They were able to get over and get on base, but they couldn't get around and get anything done. So that in itself was really difficult for the Tigers. But for the Panthers, it was all about that fourth inning, scoring 6 runs in the fourth, made it an 8-0 ball game. And then ultimately there in the 5th inning, they didn't even allow a single out at all. So they were able to, of course, load up the bases a few different times, got the 2 runs that they needed, and that was it. It wraps up.
10-0 the final. You look at some statistics as we do so. Let's hand out some awards and kind of put a bow on this. Porter Campbell was tremendous today. 3 for 3. Tigers couldn't get him out. Scored 3 runs, had an RBI. Also walked in his 4 at-bats. So just perfect day for Porter Campbell. Daxton Chase 1 for 4 with an RBI. Cisneros had an RBI, walked twice. Kobe Goodman goes 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Johnson, an RBI single there late. He goes 1 for 2. And Raider Hunt, that 2-hit day and a 2 RBI double as he goes 2 for 3 as well. So 10 runs, 9 hits. And they drew 7 walks off Tiger pitches. Just too many free passes to try to stay in this game for H-Town.
Yeah, that's right. Too many free passes indeed. Too many wild pitches.
And only
letting the runs go.
2 Tiger strikeouts in this game.
It's true. It's true. So definitely going to need to come back tomorrow stronger. They got to come back tomorrow afternoon and really play a better brand of baseball than what they were able to do here today. I want to see them give a little bit more. We saw it late in the game once it felt like this one was starting to wrap up. The energy level just died out there on the field. So you just still got to go and close out those plays.
And you look at Sylvester, 5 innings, 1 hit shutout on the bump, struck out 6 Red Rock Real Estate strikeouts, 76 pitches, 52 for strikes, and he only has to face 18 batters today to get the shutout victory. He's got to be a Finley Subaru Star of the Game top nominee.
Absolutely.
Him and Porter Campbell, probably the leading candidates.
Yeah, absolutely. Between Tristan Sylvester, Porter Campbell, J.J. Johnson, of course, had the walk-off there, but, Porter Campbell, he's getting on base every single at-bat. That's impressive. So I almost think you need an offensive and a defensive.
That's what I was going to say. Let's go Sylvester and Campbell. Finley Subaru stars the game. Pitching, and you got to get the guy out, and they couldn't.
Yeah,
in this one, he goes 3 for 3 and also had a walk, 3 runs scored, and an RBI, and then again the shutout win for Sylvester. So plenty of accolades. Those are your Finley Superstars of the game. I think when I'm looking at this game, I go back to that Raider Hunt 2 RBI double. That probably is what broke the game open, and you kind of felt like after that hit, Pineview wasn't going to lose this game. That's probably your Appliance Wholesalers Plus playmaker play of the game.
I agree. There's a point where they just went on that 2-out rally and everything, and it did start off earlier in the inning with that double. That double was very important, and it really just opened things up for the top of the lineup to come on through and get things done.
Jersey Mike sub of the game. William came in, did some pinch running. Unfortunately, not really anybody that was great in the bullpen there for the Tigers. Coach Pearson tried. He goes to Blair, and he goes to Esplin and Fitzgerald, and it really didn't matter. Just didn't have an answer there. So tough there in our Jimmy John Sub of the Game award.
Yeah, I mean, it is tough. We didn't see any substitutions on the Pineview side, really, outside of some maybe some base runners, right? You could give it that direction. Of course, Hurricane had a few substitutions coming in to pitch, but ultimately, though, I will say, who was it? William on the base running pass. I like to see some fire out there from these guys where they get their opportunity to hit up the base pass. So maybe you go something like that direction. I like that.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was kind of leaning towards. William comes in, pinch runs, scores a run. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But we appreciate Jersey Mike's a sub above the rest. Get it Mike's way to Jersey Mike's Utah location. Okay. That's kind of wind things down here for our Johnson Pediatric. And only one hit. Joey Monty had it for Hurricane. Final thoughts, Caden. Game 2 tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Game 2 tomorrow. Hurricanes got to bring their A game, man. They've of course struggled in 3 games against Pineview, so I want to see them come back and maybe try to extend this series out to the 3-game series. But for Hurricane, listen, they're going to have not a home field advantage, but they should be the home team in game number 2, so they will have that advantage on their side, and you just got to take that and run with it. So hopefully for Hurricanes' sake, I think that they need to bring just a little bit more to the table tomorrow. Tough draw, honestly. It's been a tough draw for them. I think if they would have been matched up with a non-Region 9 team, they potentially could have been a team that would make some noise in that first round of the playoffs here in the regionals, but it's just an unlucky draw for them here against Pineview.
All right, Cedar, by the way, is up 11-5. They're 1 out now away from securing a victory. That game up in Cedar City right now. So it looks like Cedar is going to take game 1. They got a 6-run lead. They just need 1 out. So barring something crazy happen. In Region 9, Pineview winning, and it looks like Cedar going to take care of Tooele. Everybody else, of course, on a bye. Enjoy the softball. Boys volleyball getting underway. Of course, a lot more baseball coming the next couple of weeks, and we're going to be right smack dab in the middle of it here on the Fan Sports Network. Of course, with the baseball broadcast, but on From the Bleachers and the Morning Drive on the Fan Sports Network. We're going to be talking a lot of other sports as well, keeping you up on the latest in local sports. By the way, one rink, skate the rink this weekend. Perfect for your Friday or Saturday night out. Some old-fashioned roller skating fun. Utah Tech wins 10-9. They take game 1 in the best of 3 series, or the 3-game series with Seattle University down at Bruce Hurst Field today.
That's a good one. They needed that win too. They've been a little bit more of on the struggling side in WAC play, so it's good to see them going out there and getting something going.
Ketchke had his 10th home run of the season in that win as well. All right, final 10-0 Panthers on the Wilkinson scoreboard. They take game 1 in the best of 3 series. Hurricane will have to win 2 tomorrow, or their season will come to an end. Panthers can close it out game 2 tomorrow, 1 o'clock. The game 3, if necessary, would be probably 30 minutes following the game, somewhere around 3:30, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. But Hurricane's got to win it, or Pineview will advance on to the Super Regional. Timpanogos, Park City are the teams that Cedar and Pineview or Hurricane are trying to advance and play, the 4 and the 5 seed in the 4A baseball bracket. Check out all the brackets on uhsa.org. For Monica, Nate, Caden, Devin Dixon saying, have a great rest of your weekend here from the Fan Sports Network Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Panthers win at 10-0. This has been our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. We'll see you next time on the Fan Sports Network.